You kind of tiptoed around this question, James. What are you doing? Are you buying it this time? Holding off? Buy,
I've been
hold,
sitting,
or
you know,
sell?
you're right. I've been sitting because I have a lot of oil stocks. So I'm sitting because I know this winter is going to be really ugly. And there is not the capacity out there. There is not a lot of things, and they're doing a lot of stuff right now to get oil prices down, like releasing oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, and those kind of events. I mean, the head of Armaco, the Saudi Arabian oil company, said there's not enough capacity. If the economy picks up at all, we're going to be in huge trouble. There's no way to make enough oil, and it's I this winter is going to be real tough in Europe. They're going to have a rough time. There's going to be a lot of shortages. There's people talking $150 a barrel on oil prices. Meanwhile, in the short run, it's going down. If you look at natural gas, it's the same thing. There's a huge shortage of natural gas, yet the price is down. Why is the price down? Because there's artificial short-term events that are impacting it. But in 3 months, it starts getting cold out, I think we're going to see these prices are going to skyrocket. So
So
for
you still
me,
holding
my
on oil?
position, yeah, I'm just sitting waiting for, I'm like, but meanwhile I drive my e-bike because I'm not going to pay $6 a gallon for gas either. So I'm riding around on my e-bike, but I own an oil stock. So I got them both ways because I'm like, there's no way I'm paying for all that stuff. And but I think if you're looking at a lot of technology stocks have really gotten beat up. I think you could start averaging in. I think I would dabble. I'm actually looking, maybe thinking, maybe not buying crypto directly, but buying the companies that are involved in it, like the Coinbases and the things like that. Whether I buy them directly or I buy them through some ETF, like Mr. Scaramucci is running here. He has one.
I
It's
think
called
it's
it's called
BITCO.
well, it's called the First Trust Skybridge Crypto Industry and Digital
Oh,
Economy
okay.
ETF.
That's the
That is a mouthful.
yeah. That's the. I think the first one was BITCO or BIO or whatever.
Something like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's how they're trying to get everything get everything back. So yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking, you buy the thing, it's like at the low, like the low's like 450. I think it's 550 right now. The 52-week high is 27. I mean, if the thing goes to 10, you're like, you're in business. I mean, I look for a big score. I'd be looking for a lot higher than $10, but you
So
know,
let me ask you this question, James. So you only do ETFs? You wouldn't mess with the individual?
well, I
You can
would,
hop on that
yeah, I would.
Robinhood app and just get those random ones that everybody's getting?
No, I think that's crazy. Unless you're really focused on something, one in particular that somehow. I think right now, first of all, the last thing that I hadn't mentioned yet is the major problem for crypto for somebody like me is crypto needs like a buttonwood agreement, like you have in with the equity markets. If you don't know what that is, in 1792 a bunch of 24 traders got together in New York and signed an agreement. From that agreement, that created the New York Stock Exchange and basically laid the foundation for the entire modern financial system. It's
Hmm.
about a 6-line agreement. It's like 6 sentences. And what crypto needs something, because for example, when you go on different exchanges, the same crypto trades at different prices. There's liquidity issues. Who in the world wants to, I like who wants to buy get stuck with a crypto and then you can't sell it, like they're like the exchange shuts you down and you're not allowed to get your money out or whatever, like those kind of that I can't deal with. There's no way I that's unacceptable to me. There's other issues. For example, crypto has no regulation, so you and I we could make our own crypto. We could make the Prince token, and
Yep.
we could open between the two of us 300 accounts and trade between the two of us. All those 300 accounts would trade this Prince token like 100 times a minute. So it would run up this huge trading volume, even though it's only two of us, and it's really not worth any money. Maybe we put $10 in this whole thing. The exchanges would pick it up because it has a high volume. They'd put it on an exchange, and then the greater fool theory would take over. In other words, tulip, it would be tulip mania all over. It would run this thing way
And
up.
then
We,
you pay media to run articles about it, like, hey,
oh,
look at the Prince token. Look at
absolutely. We plan it. We get Musk to buy it. We get whatever. Some of those other who's the other guy? The guy who owns the Mavericks.
Mark Cuban.
Yeah, Mark Cuban. We get Mark Cuban to buy it. Whatever. Well, like we get whatever. The Yankee Stadium, like you can buy a hot dog for it at Yankee Stadium or some crazy thing like that.
Yeah.
A hot dog's like $15 at Yankee Stadium. So you get, you can. It's whatever. We promote it and it goes way up, and then we get out way before anybody else does, and then let the whole thing tumble, and we just go, well, you know what? It was very speculative. Sorry, you mortgage your house on that thing, but that really wasn't a smart thing to do.
Mhm.